Hello students, welcome to the biology world. In previous video, we discussed about five kingdom classification, Whitaker's classification, and we discussed first kingdom, that is Monera. Well-known person or organisms of Monera is bacteria. So we discussed about habitat, various types of bacteria, reproduction of bacteria, useful of bacteria, benefits of bacteria, disbenefits also discussed. Now today we discuss about second kingdom, and that is Protista. Monera kingdom include all the prokaryotic organisms, and kingdom Protista include all the eukaryotic organism. But eukaryotic organism special character is it is unicellular eukaryotic organism. So kingdom Protista include all the unicellular eukaryotic organisms. So first time monerans and protistans organisms are differentiated into the base of prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So prokaryotes we already discussed kingdom Monera, and now we discuss about eukaryotic unicellular organism, and that is Protista. In Protista include chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoans. So in this kingdom we discuss about these five type of organisms: chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime mold, and protozoans. So we discuss about deeply in later. First we discuss about the characteristic of kingdom Protista. So it is first characteristic, it is unicellular organism. Second one is it have well defined nucleus, and various membrane bound organelles are also present. मोनेरन्स जो थे उसमें वेल डेवलप न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट नहीं था, वेल डेवलप मेम्ब्रेन्स ऑर्गेनल्स प्रेजेंट नहीं थी. यहाँ पे प्रोटिस्टन्स जो एनिमल्स ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं उसमें वेल डेवलप न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट है, इसीलिए हम उसको यूकैरियोट्स में इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं. फिर इसमें वेल डेवलप मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड्स ऑर्गेनल्स भी ऑब्जर्व होती है. सो इट इज वेरी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स, दैट इज वेल डिफाइंड न्यूक्लियस एंड मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनल्स आर ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट. It is reproduced by sexually and asexually reproduction. So now we discuss about these all organisms or types of eukaryotes, protist eukaryotes. Now first we discuss about chrysophytes. Now first we discuss about the first unicellular protistan, and that is chrysophytes. So chrysophytes include two groups, that is diatoms and golden algae. It also known as desmids. So chrysophytes include two groups, that is diatoms and golden algae, which also known as desmids. It is found in, अगर हम habitats की बात करें, so it is found in fresh water as well as marine water. It is microscopic animal. It is microscopic organisms this chrysophytes and golden algae are float passively in water like plankton. Most of them are photosynthetic. It is the characteristic of chrysophyte that it is photosynthetic. So chlorophyll pigment are present in diatoms and golden algae, and they prepare their own food. So it is photosynthetic organisms. In diatoms, अगर particularly हम diatoms की बात करते हैं, so diatoms have cell wall, and its cell wall is made up of silica. So it is overlapping shells. Cell wall is overlapping to each other and form shells like structure. Now cell wall is made up of silica, and so it is indestructible. Cell wall is indestructible. Indestructible means doesn't have destroy. Doesn't have destroyed. So सेल वॉल है वो सिलिका से बनी हुई है, और सिलिका जो है वो कभी भी डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं होती. सो द इंटरनल जो साइटोप्लाज्म है, वो इंटरनली जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स है वो तो उसकी डेथ हो सकती है, मगर जो सिलिशियस सेल वॉल है वो कभी डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं होती. सो इट इज प्रेजेंट इन एनवायरमेंट. These overlapping cells fit together. These overlapping cells fit together as like in soap box. हम जो soap box देखते हैं like this is सिलिशियस सेल वॉल, एंड जो डायटम्स है वो इस सेल वॉल में इस तरह से फिट हो जाते हैं. सो दिस इंटरनली साइटोप्लाज्म आर डेड, बट दिस सिलिशियस सेल वॉल इज डजंट डिस्ट्रॉय. सो द डायटम्स हैव लेफ्ट बिहाइंड बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स. ये जो डायटम्स है वो डेथ हो जाने के बाद ऐसे सिलिशियस सेल वॉल ऐसे ही प्रेजेंट रहती है. फिर उसके ऊपर एक अलग से कोई डायटम्स आता है, उसकी सेल वॉल इस तरह से रहती है. तो ऐसे एक ऊपर एक लेयर्स है वो सिलिशियस सेल वॉल के फॉर्म होते जाते हैं. सो सिलिशियस सेल वॉल डजंट डिस्ट्रॉय, एंड in this way the diatoms have left behind large amount of cell wall deposits in their habitats. Deposits in their habitats, and this is known as diatomaceous earth. So it is the diatoms. This diatomaceous earth is asked in your examination, define the word diatomaceous earth. So the siliceous cell wall is present in habitat of diatoms, and billion of years it is present. This is known as diatomaceous earth. It is also useful इन पॉलिशिंग डायटोमिसियस और जो सिलिशियस सेल वॉल है वो बहुत सारी जगहों पे यूजफुल होती है. सो इट इज यूजफुल इन द सेल वॉल ऑफ डायटम्स आर यूजफुल इन पॉलिशिंग, filtration of oils, polishing, filtration of oils, and made up of various type of syrups. So it is very useful for environment and human beings. Now we discuss about the second protistans, and that is dinoflagellates. First one is we discuss about diatoms and golden algae, which is included in chrysophytes groups. Now we discuss about the dinoflagellates. Its name is suggests that flagellates means flagella is present and di means two. So the organisms have two flagella. Organisms are mostly marine, and the characteristic of dinoflagellates is also it is photosynthetic. So it is autotrophic organisms, prepare own food, synthesis of ATP. Other dinoflagellates have appear in various type like red, green, yellow, blue, brown, etc. बिकॉज इट हैव मैनी पिगमेंट्स. जो पिगमेंट्स उसमें प्रेजेंट है वो उसी कलर का दिखता है. सो द डायनोफ्लैजेट्स हैव पिगमेंट्स, एंड जो पिगमेंट्स प्रेजेंट है वो उसके हिसाब से दे अपीयर्स होता है. The main pigment is present in this cell wall. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cell wall present, it is made up of cellulose. The outer layer is cell wall and it is made up of cellulose. Most of them, the organisms have two flagella. So it is known as dinoflagellates. One flagella is lie in longitudinally and other are present in transversely. Two flagella are present, one is longitudinally and second one is transversely, which is useful in locomotion, and another flagella is useful in the stiff stuff to the things or stones. The is two flagella are present between the furrow, which is present in plates. In cell wall, which is made up of cellulose, there was a furrow-like structure, and this furrow, two flagella are joined. One is longitudinally and second one is transversely. एक फरो जैसा उसमें दिखाई देता है. जो ये फरो जैसा स्ट्रक्चर है उसमें से लॉन्जिट्यूडिनली और ट्रांसवर्सली जो फ्लैजेला है वो फॉर्म होती है, और ये जो फ्लैजेला फॉर्म होती है वो सेल वॉल के बीच की जो प्लेट्स है उसमें एक फोरो टाइप स्ट्रक्चर है वो प्रेजेंट होता है, और एक लॉन्जिट्यूडिनली फ्लैजेला फॉर्म होती है और एक ट्रांसवर्सली फ्लैजेला है वो उससे अटैच होती है. द वेल नोन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डायनोफ्लैजेलेट इज गोनियालेक्स. The example of dinoflagellates is Gonialex. The Gonialex have red pigment, so it is look like red color. It have red pigment. In asexual reproduction, it is rapidly multiplication in C. So in C, the multiplications and the presence of pigment, the sea is observed in red tides, reddish in color. So the seas make the appear like red tides or red in color. So it is a very beautiful create environment. Red tides are really beautiful observed. Gonialax is well-known example. The Gonialax is secrete toxin substances in sea. It is released toxin substances in large number, so it kills other marine organisms like fishes. So this is the dinoflagellates organisms, which is photosynthetic in nature, marine in habitats. Various pigments are present in outer surface. Cellulose is also present. Two flagella are present longitudinally and transversely. The main example of this dinoflagellates is Gonialax. The rapid multiplication in sea, it is look like red tides. It secretes toxin substance which kills the fishes and other marine organisms. We also discuss about the chrysophytes, which divided into two groups, that is diatoms and golden algae. अगर हम प्रोटिस्टा जो किंगडम है उसको न्यूट्रिशन के बेस पर जो डिवाइड करें, सो we include dinoflagellates and chrysophytes. Both are the photosynthetic animal. The third one we include is euglenoids. It is also photosynthetic organisms. The fourth one is slime mold. It is saprophytic animals. Saprophytic organisms. And fifth one is protozoans. Protozoans is like animals, and animals is heterotrophic. So in the mode of nutrition, it is always divided into three groups, that is photosynthetic protistans, saprophytic protistans and heterotrophic protistans. So we discuss about photosynthetic group in two parts, that is dinoflagellates and chrysophytes. Now we discuss about other type of protistans group, that is euglenoids, slime mold and protozoans in our next video. Carefully read your assignments and complete your homework. Thank you.